And ladies and gentlemen, Mayor, President Tweed, thank you all for coming. I call this special call meeting to order. Gentlemen, you have, okay. Roll call, please.
Alderman Chapman.
Present.
Alderman Bradford. Alderman Wilson.
Present.
Alderman Duvall. Alderman Baxter.
Present.
Alderman Chastain. Leonard.
Here.
Mayor Hamilton.
The quorum, thank you all. We have a quorum. The purpose of this meeting today is the 4 items we have on the agenda. 2 items that is to approve a couple items for the engineers. The third one is to allow Supervisor Morris to give us an update and on the paving for this next fiscal year. So can I get a motion to accept the agenda as printed? So move. Second. Motion by Alderman Wilson and second by Alderman Chapman that we accept the agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Is the attorney on the call?
Yes.
Is he? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, Judge. Thank you, Judge, for calling in.
Yes, sir. I'm
First
sorry I
item.
couldn't be there tonight.
Okay, Richard's on the call. Okay, Richard's on the call also.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, I'm here.
All right, thank you, Richard. If anybody got questions, that's why Richard's on the call, because this item is all about, our engineering. The first item on the agenda, item number 2, is to approve applying the change order number 1, summary change order in the amount of $206,497.68 for the ARPA lift station on number 19. That's on Jefferson Street, rehabilitation and sewage force main replacement by Top and Bottom Engineering, submitted by the city clerk. The change orders to be paid with MCWI ARPA funds under the MCWI Grant Program. Pleasure of the board. Motion to approve. Second with the motion, Alderman Wilson, second by Alderman Chapman with a question.
I had a question, Mayor. Could Richie explain, just explain this, because I know we only have about a week, right? Is it September 1st?
No, August.
Huh?
For the MCWI.
Yeah.
It's August 30th.
August 30th. So about a little over a week for this has to be closed out and spent. Everything's got to be wrapped up. Or we get no more match. Now, our funds, our local funds came directly from the Fed. So I don't, we won't be have to return our funds but the counties came from the state. And Brian may can speak to this, I don't know, but that deadline, Brian, means anything not spent by then, they're clawing back, right? To move to the I think it's an MDOT fund or something they want to use it for. So I just want to make sure, can Richie give us a good warm fuzzy feeling that this is going to close that out? So we're going to get the maximum we can. And are there going to be any ARPA funds left over after the closeout? So that's a lot in one question. Sorry, Richie, if you're on the line.
Yeah, Richard, can you come in on that?
Yeah. Yes. I guess so. What's happening is the reason these 2 items are on the agenda is to meet that closeout. It's actually August 31st. And so what it is August 31st is the date that all reimbursements under the MCWI program have to be uploaded to their portal. And so these 2 items, the first item basically finalizes the construction amount for the contractor. And then the second item pays them what they're due to, as you mentioned, Wayne, effectively close out their contract. As far as money left over, we would have used all the money under the MCWI program to complete those projects that was allotted. The amount that was awarded under the program is more than we've actually spent, just because I think I mentioned early on, it was probably we kind of overcompensated at the beginning. on this thing, and you can't really call money. If you can't really get it, if you pull it back, you can't get it back under the program. And so I didn't want to pull any money back until we knew the final construction amount, which is where we are now. As far as money left over, Wayne, I'm not an accountant, obviously, but my numbers show, even though I know we're going over the contract amount by 200,000, that still meets that factor of 4. And so I'm showing, I look today, my numbers are showing, like I think as I mentioned last week, you're going to have between 150 and 150,000 and 200,000 remaining is what my numbers show. Now I have Felicity, you know, she and I both are trying to see where we are on that. Hopefully we're meeting with Sonia with the county, and we're doing trying to figure out what could that remaining money be used on, and if the county, you know, see what the county's doing with their remaining money. So we haven't figured that out yet, but we're making headway on it every day. So hopefully we'll have that answer soon.
Okay, I'd be interested to know, because as I understand it, the county's money that they're matching with has to be sent back, and it's not spent by August 31st. Is that correct, Brian?
We got our own, just like the city did.
Okay, well, that's good.
We got a direct allocation. And we agreed to match what the state put up and what you put up so that we could maximize the funds that we don't use for benefit of off point. Just go back into our funds, and we have a project that's already been authorized. Be able to spend the funds, so we don't have to spend it. That's kind of the way we set it up. We kind of left an open-ended project on ours open, so that if we had any leftover funds, that we'd be able to allocate directly to that project, suck up the rest of it.
I think what I heard Richie saying is maybe there was some hope that, I don't want to say it wrong, but that even though the state's pulling back, maybe we could still have the county match portion with this 150 that we're going to have left over, you know.
I think, you know, one of the requirements was that the projects up front.
Yeah.
Like last year, that's what you're going to spend project funds on. So we could figure out a way to spend it within one of those projects somehow, you know.
Yeah, well,
that created for this, then we can do that. But we can't create a new project.
Right.
Something that hadn't been already approved.
In hindsight, I think we would have been better off to have to pull money out of modernization or something to cover, you know, if we'd have went over to maximize the match on both state and county, even if we had to put some of our own money in to make up the difference. But, you know, it's still good.
Don't get no budget and spending money that you don't have.
Yeah, I guess it's,
This way, you know, really been able to quadruple your money. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. With this leftover, if we could have quadrupled that, we're talking about 700,000-800,000 probably total. That if we would have, but you know, you can't see everything, can't know everything. But anyway, okay. I think I understand now, Mayor. Thank you. Thank you, Richie.
Honor Chairman Gerald.
Brian.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, thank you. My question is more pertaining to the scope of work, Richie, not so much the funding. So we had some major issues with these numbers. I don't keep up with the location, the Jackson Street lift station. So I just want to make sure we don't have any loose ends on this phase of the project, Richie.
As far as like construction items that aren't sufficient or weren't done properly.
Yes, sir.
Is that your
That's
concern?
correct.
Oh, no, we're watching them every day. And we have watched them every day. And so, I feel pretty good about that. And speaking with Doug and Shelby, everything seems to have gone well on the project. So I think we're good. I'm not worried about those guys do good work. So I think we're good. And keep in mind too, Alderman Chapman, we have the punch list and all that they have, that the contractor would has completed, and then we're going to have a warranty on the project that he would have to, you know, if any items are deficient, he'd have to come back. I think it's a year warranty and repair. So we have those if stuff does come up.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Any other question? We have a motion by Alderman Chapman and a second by Alderman Wilson. If there's no other questions, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item number 3 is approve declined payment application number 4, found amount of $1,385,587.86 for the ARPA lift station 19 rehabilitation sewage force main replacement by bottom two top, submitted by city clerk. This invoice is to be paid with MCI ARPA funds and submitted to MDEQ for reimbursement under the MCWI Grant Program. Pleasure board.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Wilson and second by Alderman Chapman. Is there any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item number 4 is, I invited Supervisor Morris to come, and I know he had mentioned that he had a list of paving that he was going to be recommending for this season and next fiscal year, and I asked him to bring Mr. Fulton with him, or either Mr.
Glad to be here to update it. Basically, still got the same streets that he had last. Like Wayne still had a lot of streets left over for his thing, but I added a couple of more streets on it for his that he had. So we'll be updated on 27th when I do MOU next month. I got most of his streets done. I think he got one street left, Red Street and Rich Street to do. Ward 1 got like 6 streets that we've been bypassing him the last 3 years. So I'm gonna do him and Mabry. I'm gonna do those streets in Ward 1. What money we have left over, we'll jump back and do Ward 4. He got his streets done, but he's new, so he didn't have a new list up. So I had to get him on the list because he didn't have a new list on it. He just had one street left on that first street from Miss Shirley. So I had told him to give me an updated list what he wanted done. Chestan, he ran up his streets. I think he had one left, so I just told him give me an update on his streets. And Wayne, you don't have to ask Wayne. Wayne put 18 streets on there, so we got him to care. So.
I gave you my top 3 though. I just wanted you to see all the rest of them.
we got them all. We're gonna get them all done. But money we got, I think they're supposed to come in September. They're supposed to come in June, but they didn't make it. So they got too many bids out. But we're going to have a bid contract Thursday. We're going to pay it Thursday. So Joe gonna get some what's going on while we're not getting paid. So, but basically, we're just doing everything we can from our point. The parks, we got updates at the park, both parks, really all 3 parks. That's the top, Joseph Street. On the drainage, you got in the last phase of Bryson. You're in the last phase of Grant Street. Working on Marlin Street right now. It's in the beginning phase, and you got Lanswood. We just waiting on easements on that. Once we get that, we'll bid that out. So basically, everything that we can do from all corners on here, we did. I got a book here on Sherlock Drive. Joe is looking in on that. I might have to do an MOU on that, but Joe might say I can just do that in my special project. So I might try to get that fixed in the winter time. So, but yeah, new bridge is coming on. Another month or 2 is what we finished. They got the pollen in, so it's done. Creole is waiting on. That's not happening. That's in 2027. So that's a very accomplished district. But I can't classify all this as Boston. But everything else we got pretty well done. Bellevue might work on a special project for Bellevue in our first. Don't know how much money we got. I can do. I might do some work on that. But like I say, got to see how much money we have. Basically, that's all. Like like I said, Ward 1, Bradford Ward's gonna get majority of the pay because he's been missed out the last 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, gentlemen, any question? Because you're saying this is the list that we can actually go by for paving for this.
And you can still go by those years because it was on, we did a new one in 25, so we can still go by 25. It's Poplar, you still had on there, Poplar, Meyer.
Okay, you still gonna do that one also in addition to this?
Well, it's on the list there. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna work on that. So, to make sure you had that on your list. That, like I said, you had already had streets on there already, Wayne. So
What I would like to do, Supervisor, is to make sure we can all follow. Is this what you know? This what you're sure you're gonna be, that you're budgeting for? You're budgeting for these, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I just think, gentlemen, we ought to make sure this is what we look forward to him doing, and anything extra.
Right. It's come out, yeah. If we have extra money, we'll just come off the list. But I'm gonna put these streets down if I'm make sure they get done. Like I say, M Street, I don't know, look at M. M is cracked up. At the corner bed, Griffin Street, it is messed up.
Yeah, and you had it on the list,
Right.
list we approved 3 years ago and again last year and again year before that.
5 years.
But now it's not on here. You put Lakeview and
It's still on there, but then what I'm just saying, that's just the update. Lakewood, I put that on there because it wasn't on the street. It's in that section too.
it is. And I think we probably, I don't want to hold this up because I got a couple things I want to talk to you about that, okay? Just to clarify about Lakeview versus Elm.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to do it now, I can talk to you later, but.
Well, I'm just saying, M, the way you got that, M's.
You know how,
Big circle, that's all. Just like your first street, you got Riverwood.
I think,
Put on there. Riverwood Drive is like 2 streets. That thing go around the whole neighborhood. Really, you see one.
I don't have Riverwood Drive.
That's in your, and that's in your district city.
Ridgewood?
Ridgewood, I mean.
But yeah,
And
yeah. No, I'm not complaining at all. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I just wanted to clarify, you had Elm on the old list. Now you don't have Elm.
that's MOU, but I just updated to make sure that we did that.
Okay.
I left them off and just put 3 or 4 new streets on that you had. But
Well, that's what I was going to say. Some of the residents on Lakeview, they want their street paved really badly. And I've been asking for probably 8 years for the water and sewer lines to be replaced on Lakeview. It didn't make it into the ARPA program for some reason, but the people that live there have actually, unusual request here, actually asked me to take it off the list last time because the pavement is already built up so high. If we pile more on top of what's there, it causes the water to push off into their yards. So we might discuss taking that one off and letting you go ahead and do Elm, Poplar, and that whole circle instead of Lakeview.
got that situation before with the high speed. We're gonna mill. If it's too high, we're not gonna even go to that situation. It's gonna mill.
Yeah,
Because we ran.
but it definitely Lakeview would need milling. Yeah.
So if it's too high, it's gonna get milled. That's the first thing. We already got in that situation. We'll never do those streets, and it's never gonna be high. Or people bag out the driveways and their car hit the bottom. We're not gonna do that. We ran into that situation in Joe right now. Some cities say don't mill, and then we run into that problem, and then we want us to fix it. Can't fix it.
And just one other thing, I heard you talk about, you said most of it's going to Ward 1, but I want to remind everybody that the previous alderman requested that road money be used to do drainage projects instead of paving. That's why the streets didn't get paved. So it's not that the money didn't get spent, it's that a different project was done.
Paving, different price.
No, I'm just saying, he asked, the previous alderman asked for certain drainage things to be done. And specifically, he said, can I substitute drainage for paving? That was why some of the streets didn't get paved, is because they asked for something else to be done instead.
But
So
But that's up to the new alderman now, so.
in conjunction with that, now, we had some extensive watershed projects going on.
right.
Several of these streets that could not be paved at the time. Hill,
Right.
Donovan, Richard, Terrace Drive.
Right.
That was a lot of drainage that was ongoing, and we couldn't pave those streets anyway.
Now that's in the. That's in
But according to our engineers, the paving is supposed to be part of those projects, so you don't want to double dip on those.
That's exactly right.
You know, Matthew came to give y'all, from what to do, what he had done. It's not flooding over there no more, so that.
It's really worked. It has worked very well.
And like I said, Grant Street project, still in that phase, the Grant Street project, it's in the third phase. I think, I got a feel on it the other week, sign up on it, so it probably should be now. But, Grant Street project, it's a, see that for y'all, what's up? Yeah.
Supervisor Morris, I know you have Shell on Drive over here. And that bridge, is, it's like a hole. And I know you say you're gonna fix it, but it's to the point where, we had to put we got a permanent marker there.
Yeah.
And they can't move it. But it's all the way down to the water. And I'm not questioning you about, but I just know you had said you was gonna fix that bridge and how you was gonna do it.
They're both here, we did.
Yeah.
But Joe didn't want to tie into it. He said it's gonna be a project. He already got it, but I probably have to put an MOU in. But I'll make it a special project on my part.
Okay.
My special project, not.
Yeah.
It's my special project that I.
Right. And I appreciate that.
Right.
I appreciate that.
Like,
Everything else is
we got Main Street, you got Second Street, you got Second Street, Second Street. The whole.
because these other little streets that I have, they're little short streets.
What's that now?
Those other streets on my ward, they little short streets. They're not.
Streets that don't require milling.
Uh-uh.
No, they don't quite. They just need paving. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm good.
We're gonna do what we can for the city mall points. Like I say, I know what y'all need. I'm like an alderman here, but I'm really a supervisor because I was alderman here. So I know what's going on in Moss Point.
And I appreciate everything you do.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I have. Fine, what it is.
I have a question.
Yes.
When we talked on the phone, you said that you were gonna send us a list to approve, and put it on the minutes. That this list or maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this, do a MOU.
Okay.
All right, I just did that you bring me to the job. Okay. Same issue at the we get that, same thing. Just keep adding.
Okay, so just to clarify,
Yeah. You will have updated MOU.
the previously approved ones are already on it, you're saying?
Right.
Okay.
You'll have updated it, because last time we did it, we paid, we didn't have an updated MOU list, so I have to do that over to make sure. So that's what.
I had one last, I think last question. I keep thinking of more. Can you, Brian, you're working on the budget now.
Right. But
Do we know how much is budgeted or going to be budgeted for paving in Moss Point FY 27?
that's it. Right now. Now you still have some left over from last time, but I think it's like 280 some thousand. That's it. That's all you got.
Well, and I talked to you before the meeting and we'll follow up, but Brian,
It's probably gonna be a little bit less than it was last year, Wayne, just to be honest with you, because the millage, the road department, probably gonna go down some. We've got some higher expenses in Joe County, we're gonna do this year. We had an exemption, we had an blue agreement that rolled off. So that changed much of our calculations, so it'll be similar to what it was last year, but it's probably gonna be just a little bit less.
so maybe we got spoiled for years, but
Yeah, I saw you.
well, the previous, the kind of rule of thumb was that the county road money that came out of Moss Point or any city, That's what was used to do paving and road projects back in that city. Even though I know by law, you don't have to.
That's the way it still works now. It's just a calculation though. When we levy millage, we have to appropriate a certain, portion of that millage to levy for road taxes, right?
Yeah.
So every bit of the road tax levy that we have in Moss Point winds up coming back to the city of Moss Point.
Okay. And I appreciate that.
So 50% is directly returned.
Right.
The other 50% shows up on this paving list that y'all submit.
That's what I wanted to get clarified. And because I keep hearing this 280, we know, because we're doing our budget, we know that in the current year, that amount that's been transferred into the city is right at 400,000. So if that's 50%, then you should have 400,000. Am I saying that wrong? And that's what I was talking to Supervisor Morris about. He should have 400,000 available in the current budget year. And actually, because he keeps saying no, like he don't want it, but I'm telling you, if we got 400,000 in road tax transferred into the city, that's 50% of the total. So there should be 400,000 available for that effort. Now, that same thing happened last year and the year before, and no paving for 3 years in a row. That's $1.2 million. Joe O'Neill don't do the taxes.
2026, you got $287,521. That's what Joe just sent me.
Brian,
So I'm going by what Joe sent me. I don't care about what it
all due respect, Mr. Supervisor, I believe you. I'm not saying that you're not doing anything. What I'm trying to get to the bottom of is to make sure that you have funds available to you to do what you want to do. And if you're only being told you got 280,000, I just want to know where the other 120 is at.
Yeah, and it's not an exact science.
But you get what I'm saying. If we got 400,000,
It's not an exact, but it's close.
Yeah.
And, you know, and taxes come in throughout the year.
right? And so, and I've kept up with Josh and I went to him for years and say, hey, can you tell me what the amount is this year? Because that's how I measure it. Whatever the amount gets, the law says you take 100% of that road tax money, the county keeps half, and they send half back to the city directly to the city. So if the city receives 400,000, that's 50% of the total. That means the county keeps 400,000.
Right, and that 400,000 is discretionary.
Oh, no, I totally get that. I realize it is. I'm just saying traditionally that's been spent back in the city. Okay,
And we figure, like, it's not an exact science.
I get it.
Paving company, they might be here next month and they might not be back for another year or 2 years.
And
So it kind of ebbs and flows, but that's the intent. And that's kind of what we're used to.
my question was when he gets told he only has 280,
Well,
why does he not have,
I got 2027 though. See, he just told me that was left.
in 26, it was 380.
See,
7, it's 4.
see, I came in and paid to 26.
No, I know you're doing all you can do. Thank you. That's all I.
Ask him, because he asked me to pay this street, and the streets are done.
I do appreciate you, Supervisor Morris.
I did a whole neighborhood in your district, so.
Well, like I say, I appreciate whatever you do. If you can't get them all, it's fine, but whatever you get, I appreciate it. And I thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
well, thank you, Supervisor, for coming.
I just want to throw out an advocate for Frederick Street. I will say that Second Street is not fair because I share it with Ward 3 and Ward 1. So that was a try project right there.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did it.
But how do we is there a determination for how much is allocated per project?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, obviously, some streets need more
Right.
than others. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, there's some short streets. Then you have bigger streets like Frederick Street or Earl Boulevard. Earl Boulevard was the home run for me. I need that. Yeah. But how do we determine that? And is there any way possible? And I appreciate all that you do. And I'm not trying to put the onus strictly on the county for paving. We're trying to find a way to do our part as well. right? But is there a way to put like a timetable? So maybe Frederick Street is not going to get done this year. Can I look at next year?
Well,
How do we determine that?
Frederick Street is so wide, I'm saying we're gonna try to do it. Money run out, it's got to do it with the money.
Yeah, and if you couldn't do the whole street, that's fine. It's that one spot where Frederick and Hilma are, that's the most turbulent, you know.
Right.
And I've been asking for that particular stretch right there for a while now.
And another thing, we can't do some of the streets for you too, because they was working on, like right now, the Jackson Street. The Jackson Street is 45, guess what you're doing to Jackson Street right now? You're digging it up, so that's, I could have put that somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying?
What about the bridge over there, Bay Street?
It's coming, it's up there, they got the pilings down now, it's coming, that's a $800,000 project, how they doing that?
Is that a Go Mesa project or?
No, that's the kind of projects come out, they don't go Mason.
We got a bunch of good Mason projects over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that other thing for Mason, but that's not a Go Mesa project.
Do you know what's funding the Bay, that bridge?
The kind of funding, frankly.
Bridge funds.
It looks good.
State road and bridge money or county road and bridge?
It's looking good. I tell you that.
The last part I just wanted to say was thank you for all that you do, but if we can help out on that Frederick Street, because that's the one that I get the most calls about. And
Well, all of some you asked for, all you put in. That's why I just stepped that one on there, because it's so wide. I did the next street to that street, Earl Boulevard. What the next street to Earl Boulevard is, right there by Tulip Street. I paid that, that's all 3 wards I paid. Like you're saying, paid for all 3 wards. What's called Community Street, right there, Custody Street. I paid that street, it's all 3 wards I paid. Instead of leaving 1 ward out, I paid all 3 wards. First, second, and third. So y'all have to feel, like I said, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't have revenue. You keep on saying that, I keep on explaining that to them. Don't have revenue. You don't have revenue like Pascagoula. You don't have revenue like Ocean Spring.
I totally understand that, and I believe you. But when there's very little paving done over a 3-year period, that revenue that didn't get spent builds up and should roll over. And if I'm right and you're getting $400,000 a year, that's $1.2 million just in a 3-year span. 2023, in 2023, remember when your wife fell in the hole on Briarwood? I know you hadn't. Well, I believe you. I totally believe you, and I want to know why. But do you remember when when Ms. Morris fell in the hole walking Briarwood? When y'all was walking on Briarwood? That was 2023 when you ran for the first time, right?
I paid that out my budget.
Your budget? What's your budget?
I paid that out my special project budget.
So, well, yeah, it was an election year.
Okay.
So you did Briarwood. That year, Briarwood got done. I think Woodlawn got done. We got several streets paved that year. We absolutely did. That was the last year that we had really a lot of streets across the city, a big paving project. Since then, pretty much the streets that have been paved were in Ward 4 and 5 since then. And that was in 2023. So you're talking, now we're fixing to head to 2027. So it's going to be 4 years. I'm just thinking you should have some funds available to you that have rolled over for 3 years.
You know what Joe give me? Okay.
What Joe gives you.
He gives you all the thing, Joe. Explain to him.
I'm sorry that I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to help find the money for you.
Like the county don't have to give you money to pay your road.
I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to help you understand that there may be money available that you're not seeing.
We try to put 50% of it, we give y'all 50% of the money, Wayne, and then the other 50% rolls into road paving. And some years we're able to do more, some years we're not able to do more. And so the intent though is to try to get the 100% back to the city.
And that's what I assume.
We're at we're at the mercy of the people that are paving the streets. I mean, we're small potatoes to them. You know, they can make twice as much with pave Highway 57, a long road.
Oh, I get it. Is there another opportunity to bring somebody besides Warren into the mix?
I think we are.
Or to have an extra company?
Yeah, we did have two at one time, but Warren was so much lower this time.
They were.
Goes in both sides of the river. But like I said, the intent is to try to give 100% back to the city. And if we don't do it this year, we might do more than your share next year. So if it was supposed to be 400,000, well, we may do 600,000 next time, you know, so it just kind of ebbs and flows. But the intent and our policy is to try to give it all back.
I appreciate that, Brian. For 3 years, it's ebbed. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it flows this year. I can give you some updates on Go Mesa, if y'all, I mean, there's dollar amounts, but I don't know if y'all want that, but.
No, we good.
Brian,
We good.
was that Brian, I want to thank you. I do want to ask you if you could I did invite Supervisor Cummins, and it may have been a short notice, but I wanted to try to get some understanding about, when I first came in office, I gave him a letter about the bridge on Bryson by the machine shop. That guy keep giving me all kind of pits about when they're going to fix. So that was shortly in 21 when I came in. He did tell me a while back that it was in the design phase.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea?
Have an update on, I can find out for you.
Well, it's talking 2027.
And I don't have a clear understanding. Maybe on the Chastain may have a, not Chastain, but yeah, maybe so. I didn't know what all covers, what all area, how many streets that might be in Ward 1. You know, that's why I invited him here to see what is it, if he had any kind of plans for Ward 1, because that Grayson is the only one that I knew about.
Yeah.
But I was interested in knowing whether the streets in Ward 1, I mean in District 1.
Yeah.
That he may be considering.
Pretty much east of Creel Avenue with one small exception out there. So I think he's got parts of Ward 1 and 2 and then wraps around to the north side. I'm not sure on the northeast side what streets, Mayor. Maybe Kings Road. Do you have Kings Road? It's pretty much to the east.
But I think
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, if you could help me with that,
Find out.
I'm just interested if he got any plan for.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll find out for you.
Yeah, okay.
Mayor, could we get a quick update on the Go Mesa? I'd like to, since he's got it there.
Give you real quick, these are the projects that we've got going on our dredging and drainage list. McFeeler Road drainage improvements, $5 million. We applied for a FEMA grant for that. Catherine Roberts and Dutch Bayou, which have been on there forever. We still on there. We had to develop a submerged aquatic vegetation mitigation bank. So we're in the process of developing that now. Hopefully when we get that done, we'll go straight to that one for dredging. It's just less than $1 million. Ryerson Street Drainage Improvements Phase 2. Exactly sure what that one is. $830,000. Roads Bayou Drainage Improvements Phases 2 and 3. $1.6 million. McKinnis Bayou Tributaries Dredging. $750,000. Those are on our Go Mesa and other grants list. The county this year has budgeted funds, and our budget's not approved yet, so these are preliminary. We budgeted to improve Kayak Park this year. We're going to use the road department to do that work, to develop a football and soccer field out there at Kayak Park. I think that'll be a big plus for the people that live in that area, for the whole entire city. We also had a project that's going on at Joseph Street Park, which is a rollover from last year, about $400,000. And this one is Bayou Avenue, Burlon Street drainage improvements. It's the first time I've seen this one, but it's on our list for 2019 for $1 million. So those are the projects that we've got going on in Moss Point. So just want to let y'all know that.
Good project. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Mr. Morris has been a big advocate for all of us. Hands up from Moss Point and the road. negotiate with the other board members. Make sure all of these taken care of.
Supervisor Morris, thank you, and Ryan, thanks for coming, to give us this update. Certainly appreciate you doing that. You know, we're in the same process. That's why I wanted y'all to come do it this time. You're working on your budget. We're doing that too. It'll give us a sense of what we're going to be going forward together doing, so we can communicate that to the people as well. So that update is helpful for us to know what we're doing overall. So,
Don't want specifics on any of the stuff. I can get Matthew in touch with y'all, whatever, give y'all the dates. That's just kind of an overview.
Brian, I may follow up with him on the dredging, because he had said he thought by the end of this year, the permitting could start happening. I don't know. I know that's kind of a hard to predict because you're dealing with, of who you're having to deal with, but.
I think the kids is in permit stage. My is in permit stage. That's.
Well, he just talked about it, so.
It gotta be just by.
Yeah.
Also, another project on here, brickyard buying.
Yeah.
How much that?
That'll help drainage.
okay, Ms. Smith, thank you for coming. Mr. Wheat, thank you for coming, Mr. Wheat. Mr. Fuller, thank you for coming. Councilman, thank you for coming. A motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.